I decided to escort my cat out the room because she wants to knock over everything. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the second video that I've recorded, but this is the third time that I've recorded this specific one. It's been a week. Anyways, this video is beginner eyeshadow. Easy, just a few colors, simple, classic, just some champagne gold, some medium browns, some kind of like richer chocolate browns. Something super easy, super flattering for everybody. If you have deeper skin tone than I do, just take the colors that I use and kind of knock them down a couple of shades. And that way you'll get something that'll be really flattering on you as well. This look is super easy. It can be quick once you get the hang of it. And it's just great for everything, for work, going out, running errands, photos, whatever you want. It'd be great. So step one to doing any kind of makeup, you want to prime your eyes. What this is going to do is it's going to give the eyeshadow something good to stick to and make your life a lot easier. It'll last all day, be easier to blend, it won't crease, and the colors will be their truest form. I just used the NARS tinted eyeshadow base in light. And I'm just going to blend this in. You can use your finger to kind of like blend it in if you want, but that's not really my vibe. I really don't like using my hands if I don't have to. Also, I know I sound a little bit out of breath because I just got done chasing my cat out of my room, or out of this room, because she wanted to jump up here on the table where the camera is, and that's dangerous, okay? She could knock something off, she could knock herself off, and then she was clawing at things, and this microphone is really sensitive and would have picked it up. Okay, so got that down. And again, you can tap it on with your finger or whatever if you want to. I just like using brushes because they're super, super easy. Okay, so the palette we are going in with today is the Nude Mood from Colourpop. I don't have a lot of Colourpop stuff because I don't really like a lot of Colourpop stuff. But I really do like this palette. This palette's very nice for like an everyday, easy peasy. If this camera would just like, I'm here, I'm me. So the first thing we're gonna do is go in with a fluffy blending brush and the shade Bluff In, which for me is close to my skin tone. And I'm going to tap this all over the eye where I have put that primer. It's just gonna make our blending a lot easier later. Now, if you have a deeper skin tone than I do, use a deeper shade. There are several matte shades in this little palette that you can use. You can even use your face powder if you want to. My palette is a little busted. Don't judge me, okay? I just went in with Bluff In all over the lid. I'm now going to go in with this shade. This shade is Bare to Wear. What we're gonna do, that same brush, I'm just going to get a little bit on the tip of my brush, tap off the excess, and I have hooded eyes, but where your eye creases, you see this little fold? You're going to put the brush there, hold the brush farther back, put the brush there, and do a windshield wiper motion from the outside to the inside. Now what this is doing is this is putting this light color, this light brown, to add definition and to make blending our other colors easy. It's really easy to add more when you're going from light to dark. And again, if you are a deeper skin tone, use a deeper shade. And do the same thing over here. Now what a windshield wiper motion will do is it deposits and blends the product from like the whole area that you're doing the motion. So if you only did it, you know, here, it would only do it there, but this gets a nice wash of color, which gives us, you can see, a little bit of definition. So I'm going to go in with more. And I'm going to continue that windshield wiper motion. Yeah, more color there. And more color here. Now another thing you will see that's really good with blending is this like circular motion. What you're doing, you're taking the tip of your brush, it's touching the skin, and you're moving it in a circular motion, but the center of the brush never leaves that spot. If you have a piece that looks kind of blotchy right there, you can do that to blend it out. If you feel like you have a harsh line, doing that to blend it out will kind of just get that one area and get it nice and diffused. These are really great chips. I almost said these are really great chips. These are really great tips if you're a beginner with eyeshadow. Is just like the windshield wiper motion. You're not pulling your eyelid or anything. You're touching the brush and gliding it across. And circular motions. Those are going to be your main blending techniques. Okay. So that first color gave us some definition. So when I look straight on, you can see my cats are fighting. I literally just had to break up a cat fight. Love that. Okay. Keeping our same brush, we're going to dip into this shade here, Au Naturel. We're just going in kind of a sequence of darker shades. So I'm going to get a little bit of Au Naturel, just tap. And I'm going to do the same thing in the same place. And this adds dimension by giving us something a little bit darker to kind of blend into. I'm not going to take it as high as I did the first transition shade. I'm more so going to keep it in the crease. And then when there's hardly any product left on the brush, then I will kind of run it over the edge of all of that to make sure that it's all blended out nicely. Get a little bit more on the brush. Come over here to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, so if you're doing this as just an everyday beginner type thing, you can easily go in with the lighter shimmer shade here. It does not have a whole like ton of chunky glitter, and it's not a super dark color that'll be crazy looking. So I'm going to take a flat like packer brush like this, and I'm going to press it into the shadow and kind of drag it a little bit to pick some up. This shade is Wink Wink. It's a really pretty like champagne gold. And whether it's water, a setting spray, whatever, you want to lightly spray it. This keeps all of the glitter in place. So we're not going everywhere. And the same motion you use to pick up the eyeshadow, you're going to use to deposit it. So a pat and drag motion. And I'm going to take this all over the lid up to where we put those brown shades. You can go like top to bottom, side to side. whatever. And it just gives us this nice little bit of shimmer on the lid. Spraying your brush will make that shimmer more intense, and it will also make it not fall out onto your cheeks. And I do this with every shadow, no matter if it's drugstore, high-end. I do it with my Pat McGrath eyeshadows, and I do it with Colourpop. It just really makes everything better. Okay. So now I'm going to go back in with my blending brush, and I'm just lightly going to blend over that edge. Now, if you're new to eyeshadow, or you're wanting to do this for the daytime or for work, you can stop here, put on some mascara, and be done. I'm going to take it a step further because I like to. So the next thing I'm going to do, you can do either this like red brown shade or this deeper chocolate shade. And I'm going to take a small blending brush, teensy one. I think I'm going to go into this like red, this red brown. I'm going to tap just a teensy bit on the tip of a small blending brush. And this outer area right here, this is called your outer V. If you put something dark here, it lifts and elongates the eye and adds really pretty definition. This can be, you know, work appropriate in the daytime, especially if you don't go too crazy. So like if you just did a little bit right there, that's fine, that's good. I'm gonna do a little bit more. And I'm putting the brush on the outer part of my eye, kind of where my lashes end, and I'm putting the brush and wiggling it. And then I'm kind of doing that windshield wiper motion, but I'm not going all the way in. I'm keeping it kind of on the outer third. I'm gonna go back in with my original blending brush, and those circular motions we talked about, right on the edge of that red brown, I'm going to do those so that I make sure that that color is blended out properly. And now because of my eye shape, I have what's called a hooded eye. I typically will bring things higher up than most people need to, simply because otherwise you can't see it on my eyes. So we're gonna come over here. And I know that I work kind of fast, but I've been doing this professionally for a long time. And also it is taking me a little longer because I'm talking about it. This is a very much like I can do this in under 5 minutes and be good to go. It's a really go-to look, whether it's every day, going to see my boyfriend's family, wanting to go out for dinner, and I just need to throw something on. I do this in the car all the time, this exact look. That's why my palette's a little bit busted, because I be taking it on road trips, okay? And I'm just going to do the circular motions. Did you hear that? That was my boy cat, who's being a jerk and beating up my little girl cat. She's not little, she's bigger than him, but he's just a jerk to her for no reason. Okay, and I'm gonna take this same brush that I used for this reddish brown on the outside. I'm gonna go back in with that like mid-brown shade we used, the Au Naturel. Tap a little bit, and I'm gonna run this underneath on my bottom lash line. And I'm going from outer corner to about 2/3 of the way in. What this will do is give a nice shade to the lower lash line so that the top of the eye does not feel disconnected from the bottom. So see that there just gave me a little bit more. And to make it complete, I'm going to go back into the red brown and do that on like the outer half, so that from top to bottom we get cohesion and definition. And then I'm just going to take my powder brush and I didn't really have any fallout from that, but I just like to be sure and kind of wipe it away. Normally I do my eyeshadow first, but this is literally the third time that I have filmed this video and I wanted to be done really badly. You have a couple options. You can put on a pencil liner or a liquid liner or no liner at all. I don't think that I'm going to do an eyeliner because for beginners, eyeliner is really scary. And I would much rather someone practice like a basic eyeshadow look than try and struggle with adding eyeliner on top of that. I'm going to curl my lashes and do some mascara. And you can see just adding mascara just makes it so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. I need to get a lash lift. Yeah. Once COVID is over, I'm getting a lash lift. Because they just go straight down. They always have. I can heat my curler. I can use curling mascaras. I can curl my lashes for like 2 minutes straight. Doesn't matter. So I kind of just don't do it. But there you go. It's just a simple, everyday, you know, eyeshadow look. It's great for work. It's great for running errands. It's great if you want to go on a date. And it's something that you will be able to achieve in no time. Don't be hard on yourself if you don't get it the first few times. It's a learning process. Nobody who is good at makeup just woke up and was able to do it. If you keep to it, just practice before you wash your face at night, before you go to sleep. That way you can kind of take as long as you want to really make sure that you're learning technique properly, and then you're gonna wash it off and go to sleep anyways. So it's not like you're making yourself run late for anything. Practice, don't be hard on yourself. It'll be okay. It'll be great. This was fun. I hope this video works out because this is the third time that I have recorded it. And this was for my friend Morgan, who really wanted to learn how to do eyeshadow. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if this was weird. This is only my second YouTube video that I will be posting. I've made other ones, but I never posted them. This will be the second one that I post. It's a learning process. If you have any constructive feedback, please leave it in the comments down below. I would really love that. I hope you like the look. If you have any questions, also leave those down below, and I will link the products that I used in the description box. Thank you so much. Bye.